Okay, so the players clear out, and Hamlet sends them away and says, Polonius, take care of them, and they matter a lot to me. And he's alone, and in this soliloquy, he starts to think about what he's witnessed, and he starts to think about where he's at in this project and what he's going through. And he finds himself wanting. I haven't done enough. And while Hamlet's often criticized by some critics as delaying, here he reveals there's a reason. Okay, I haven't done the thing I'm supposed to do, but there's a reason. He gives some reason, and he comes up with a plan. So let's read through this. Now I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. I'm a criminal and lowly. I'm lowly. I'm so lowly. Why? Why am I? Isn't it kind of ridiculous, monstrous, pathetic that this player in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his conceit that from her working all his visage waned, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and the whole function suiting with forms to his conceit, all for nothing. He could have emotion for nothing. What's that about? For Hecuba, the wife, what's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba? I like that line, and that's why I wanted to title this lesson that. What's it, that they should weep for each other? They're fake. They're not real. What would he do if he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? How would the actor act if he had what I had? You know what he would do? I think I'm going to break the speech here. You know what he would do? He would drown the stage with tears. This dramatic hyperbole, she's just over the top. Oh yeah. If he cried for them, you know what he would do for me? Flood. He'd cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant, amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. All the audience would just be freaked out. But me, you know what I'm doing? I'm just a dull and mutty, metalled rascal, peak like John o' Dreams. It'll focus. Unpregnant of my cause. I'm not even filled up with what I should be filled up with. I can't say nothing. No, not for a king upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I coward? Who calls me villain? Who slaps me? This is interesting. Who plucks off my beard? Is he in a costume? Blows in my face, tweaks me by the nose. This all seems quite theatrical. Who does this to me? I should take it. I would take it. Because it cannot be, but I am pigeon-livered and lack gall to make oppression bitter, or else I would have fatted all the predatory birds, the birds that feast on scavengers, on the dead, because I would have, I love this, I would have fattened them with this slave's offal, his guts. I would have cut them up, this body villain. I would have cut them up. What kind of villain is he? Remorseless. He has no guilt. He is the worst. He is sexual. He is kindless. He is a brutal villain. And he screams, maybe some actors do, "Oh, vengeance, vengeance," he says. What an ass am I. This is most brave that I, whose dad is murdered, I'm pushed to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words. That's a remarkable, odd, sexist phrase. What is it? So prostitutes have to unpack my heart with words. What does he imagine prostitutes do? Tell their inner feelings? They don't. But is that what he thinks he's doing? And fall a cursing like a very drab, a scullion. Ugh, fie on it, fie about my brain. He's disturbed. All I do is talk, it seems to me he's saying. Why do these actors actually feel things? Maybe he doesn't feel anything, I don't know. So here comes the plan. Okay? I've heard that guilty creatures sitting in a play, again, the meta-theatrical, he's thinking about the experience of watching, have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul, they have proclaimed their malefactions. So watching your crime makes you admit it, I guess. I don't know. Though it have no tongue, will speak with most miraculous organ. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have these players play something like the murder of my father. He's going to perform the murder. And I'll watch him. I'll spy on him now. Spy. And tempt him to the quick. If he just blenches, I know what to do. Because the problem is, it could be the devil. And the devil has the power to take pleasing shape. And perhaps one of my weaknesses, out of my weakness and sadness, he's very potent with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king. Famous, famous line. So the plan is to use the play to catch, there's that hunting metaphor again, the king. So this speech, which begins with a kind of upsetting description and comparison of Hamlet with the players, and his annoyance that he or she feels this emotion for nothing, for a fictive, for just a lie. If they had what he had, would just scream and cry and drown the stage in tears. But look at me. That's what the actor does. Me, I do nothing. I'm just like sitting there, and he asks the audience, am I weak? Am I cowardly? Who slaps him? He's calling me villain. They have the right to, because what I should have done is just ripped out the guts of this guy and fed the kites on it. This violent imagery from someone who's basically quite arty, it seems. But all I can do is talk. That's all I do, like a horror. I'm just talking my emotions. I'm unpacking them. But he's very angry, and in this moment he finds something. He decides, okay, let me do a play. Let me cast a trap for him, because I'm not quite sure about this with this ghost yet. And if I can figure out a way of testing it, then I'll be able maybe to catch the king. And here Hamlet makes a real decision. He makes a plan. And it's worth thinking about, is it actually true that he delays? I don't know.